Yeah, taking a look right over some hard freeze warnings that were in effect that will expire at the top of the hour, but you can see where some areas started off cold. Then you can even go to Durango in southern Colorado. They had a cool start, and then we did have a freeze watch that was in effect. This is going to be where Stanley as well as all the way down through Estancia. But just pushing ahead, you will see this dry air begin to invade the state. That dry air is basically going to be keeping us cool and dry for the next couple of days, and you can see some of it right here in the Albuquerque 7-day. We'll be warming up from to 71 degrees today. We'll have temperatures in the 70s throughout the day, and then that dry air eventually moves out. We get a little bit of a weak system coming through on Wednesday. It's going to only be about a 10% chance of rain, so that's either hit or miss, but nonetheless, we're enjoying a week into the 70s. Aaliyah, back to you.
In this morning's top stories, thousands of Americans are expected to march today in the second No Kings protest. It's a nationwide movement in opposition to President Donald Trump's recent actions. Rallies are planned in more than 2,500 locations across the country, including dozens across New Mexico. The first No Kings protest in June drew about 3 million people. Organizers say they expect an even bigger turnout today. The case to remove the district attorney in McKinley County is moving forward with the New Mexico Supreme Court. Bernadine Martin's office was defunded earlier this year, citing low prosecution rates and overwhelming caseloads. The state Supreme Court accepting jurisdiction over the case yesterday following a petition filed by Attorney General Raul Torres. He accuses her of misconduct and incompetence in office. Both parties have to submit a briefing to the court on whether it's legally possible to remove Martin from office. A private security guard is now facing murder charges after a shooting at a Halloween store in northeast Albuquerque. We're hearing from an expert in the private security industry who says private security guards are only allowed to use that kind of force if lives are in imminent danger. But police say that wasn't the case at Spirit Halloween. Jason McNabb has the story.
This is actually really uncommon, and it's a horrific situation.
John Day is KOAT's legal expert. He says a potential misdemeanor for a suspected shoplifter quickly escalated into second-degree murder charges for Josiah Armijo, a private security guard. KOAT obtained court documents Friday explaining what the 25-year-old is accused of doing at the Spirit Halloween on Carlisle and Indian School on Thursday. The documents say security cameras inside show a man taking items off the shelves, putting them in a basket, and walking out of the store without paying. Then, Armijo is seen running after him, colliding with the man on top of a barrier outside of the store. A fistfight then breaks out. Seconds later, security camera footage shows Armijo on top of the man, pointing a gun at his head and screaming at him. The documents go on to say Armijo then pepper sprays him and points the gun at him again before the man is able to get on top of Armijo. That's when Armijo fires 3 shots, with the last 2 hitting the man, ultimately killing him. Police say he was unarmed.
If there's an imminent threat to self or others, then they may be able to use what would be considered deadly force.
Brent O'Brien is a senior vice president of global training and talent development for Allied Universal, a private security company. While he can't comment specifically on what happened Thursday, he says deadly force is generally used to protect persons, not property. He also says what constitutes as an imminent threat may vary.
That is a determination for the courts, really.
Armijo is employed by New Mexico Security Service. KOAT reached out to the company for a comment on the situation, but have not heard back.
Officials with Spirit Halloween say the store will be closed indefinitely. It's been 2 months since the city of Santa Fe brought an outside organization to run its main homeless shelter. Urban Alchemy took over the facility, formerly known as Pete's Place, under a $1.5 million contract. City data shows calls for service and emergency incidents have dropped by 70% since the change, but leaders say challenges remain, including a recent overdose as well as renovation needs. A longtime Nob Hill favorite has closed its doors. The owner of the pharmacy says rising costs, declining revenue, and legal fees from a lawsuit filed by former employees led to the closure. The restaurant served breakfast and brunch in Albuquerque for a decade. Corey?
Yeah, now we have pets of the week. This is Ghostface and Pithead. They're 8 years old and they're Chihuahua mixes. Now they're both easygoing, quiet, and just want love. Now they love to be petted all over and would love nothing more than to go to a nice quiet home. Now you can meet Ghostface and Pinhead at the Eastside shelter. Up next is Cheryl. Cheryl's a 1-year-old pit bull mix and she's as playful and as sweet as they come. Cheryl adores squeaky toys and playing fetch, and she's a total people-loving dog who greets everyone she meets with a wagging tail. You can meet Cheryl at the web.